district and into their heading.
They don't stand a chance. Smoke must have reached them. If they were going to get out, they'd have been seen by now. It's only 300 yards to fresh air.
300 yards in smoking carbon monoxide is too far without breathing apparatus. Who are the men?
Bill Mason, Joe Wright and Fred Shaw.
Oh, well, if Bill Mason's with them, they stand a chance.
Well, he's a good bloke, but what could he do?
Bill Mason, I wonder if he has the sense to...
Joe, Fred, if we move fast, we've got one chance. We've got to seal ourselves off from the gases. We'll get that Brattis across the end of the heading and barricade ourselves in. Come on, move! Come on!
For the 3 men in 12's district, there was only one chance. If they could shift the Brattis cloth, which normally guides the good air into their heading, so that it would seal off and keep out the foul air, then perhaps they could last out for an hour. 1 hour in which 2 things could happen. Either we would reach them, or they would die.
We're best off up here. We've got good air and it'll last us at least an hour. So don't you go and waste any of it by yelling for help. They'll be praying that we haven't lost our bloody heads and made a run for it.
But do you think
Pass me
it's
that
time?
board and shut up and save your breath.
You never quite know what you're in for when you get a call like this. A fire underground, they said. That could mean anything. And always something damned unpleasant.
Right, chaps, come on. Come on, then. Come on.
There would be enough air to keep them alive for maybe an hour.
There aren't so many miners with the know-how to do it.
Bill's got a good head on him.
Listen, we'll take escape apparatus in for each man.
Yeah.
And if we move fast enough, we may be there in time. Come on. While we were on our way down, a second team arrived at the pit head from another rescue station, ready to back us up. The
The three trapped men were a 40-minute walk from the pit bottom, and by now 15 minutes of that hour had already gone. On our way, we passed a few men running in the opposite direction. The last of the shift to escape. We'd been walking for 20 minutes. That left us with 25 in hand, and we're only halfway there. I was marching automatically and could only think of the three trapped men. Would they have the gumption to stay put? The firefighters were holding their own. They had a second hose on the job and everything seemed to be under control. But for all they knew, the airflow might be driving the fire right through the pit. For 40 minutes marching, we reached the fresh air base, as far as we could safely go without breathing apparatus.
Right, now make this your fresh air base. Operate from here. I'm well on the other getting over that fire.
Our canary had taken the journey well. He looked all right so far. By my calculation, we'd only got a few minutes to go before that hour was up. I had a final look at the plan. Our fresh air base was here. We were to go along through the smoke and the gas to find those three men, whether they were still in that heading or not. It looked to be about 300 or 400 yards.
All right, Tom, off you go. Good luck, lads.
I wanted to go myself, but that isn't my job. I always feel like an army major sending a company into battle and having to stay back at base himself. It was through the last ventilation door that the lads first hit the smoke. It was pretty humid where they were. Smoke we can take with breathing apparatus, but we have to check the humidity. Too much of it can mean heat stroke. From this point on, the journey would be tough.
The best they can with that fire, Jack.
Well, the first team's gone in by. Second team should be here any time now. The second team was still on the way, nearly 10 minutes behind us. 55 minutes now since the warning had been given.